Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over a figure I am super hyped to have, really excited to have it in my collection. If you've seen some of my alien reviews, you know I like to get the unique aliens when I can. And this one's very unique, from the Alien vs. Predator video game. The Chrysalis Alien, or Chrysalis Xenomorph, whatever you want to call it. I think this game was from like 1994, I want to say. And it's really cool. It's got 3 different Predators in the line, 3 different aliens, and then there's also a 2-pack of humans. I would get the Dutch if he was single-carded, but he is not. I do believe that it is in fact a 2-pack. It does have some very cool video game packaging, which I'm going to show you now. You got the nice Chrysalis on the front, picture of the figure, Alien versus Predator, blah blah blah, window box, there it is on the side. You know, aliens like sit and wait. You know, here it is on the back. There's this life bar, real cool video. Like, people who like in-package figures would like this. There's a read-up on the back, but this sticker doesn't want to come off. I already tried. Here are all the other figures. I still don't have the Razor Claws, but I do have the Arachnoid. You'll see it in size comparisons. I don't think I get any of the Predators. There is a Predator at the local Books A Million that I want. The Emissary Predator, you know. I'll probably get that at some point. But right now, my collection is all about the Xenomorphs. Still love my Preds, though. I just rewatched all the Predator movies, actually. So yeah, this is a really cool, probably the most unique Xenomorph in my collection, and my favorite Xenomorph in my collection. It has easily become my favorite. It doesn't have any of NECA's quality control issues that we're all used to, you know. It's got a lot of articulation. I'm not going to name it all off because it's so much. He does have the little extendable mouth, as these alien figures often do. That's really cool, right? Like, they all have that these days from NECA. But it's still just really dope. It's incredible. And he's got another gimmick similar to that I'll show you in a sec. You know, he's got torso, arm, rotation, double elbow bend, all kinds of great stuff. Wrist, legs, all kinds of movement on this guy. Little toe beans. Some of it's still kind of stiff. I only opened him recently. He's still a little stiff, but it's pretty cool. He's got a rotation at the base of his tail, which none of my other aliens really have. That's pretty unique. You know, the tail's a bendy wire, as they usually are with these NECA aliens. And then to show you another cool gimmick, Mofo's face extends. Look at that. Like, the whole head comes forward out of the shell. And that's freaky. I love it. Once I knew he did that, I had to have him. I had to have him first. I mean, I already had to have him, but dang. And it even articulates side to side and turns. It's incredible. I get kind of an Alien Resurrection feel from it. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Newborn. Rah! Rah! And that's pretty cool. And it's a little difficult to get in and out, but I've done it a few times now. Getting it out's not as hard, but getting it in is still a little bit of a chore. I'm always afraid I'm going to scratch the top of the head doing it. And then that just kind of goes over his eyes like that. Really cool. His paint and detail are fantastic. The big, like, chrysalis bone structure on his head is incredible. I absolutely love this Xenomorph. He's got armor on his arms. Really love his hands. Big blade at the end of the tail. We don't see that a lot. Xenomorphs often have a tiny little blade at the end of the tail, but this guy's got a big one. I love his back. Like, lots of Xenomorphs have, like, these tube-looking things sticking out of the back. He does not, because he has this big thing to kind of cover it. Just a really cool alien. I love how they translate these, like, concept aliens. Like, this was just a little, like, bit figure, you know. It was real pixelated, and then they turned it into this beautiful masterpiece of a monster. And I really love it. Now we're going to do some size comparisons. Let's put our alien friend back there. Yep. And we're going to compare him with another alien. Actually, an alien from this line, the one I mentioned earlier. The Arachnoid. Here's the Arachnoid alien with him. You know, he's got his knees bent and his legs are straight. But I think they scale great together, you know. Now he's, once again, he's bent over a little bit, but that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I gotta compare him to a NECA Predator. Here's one from Predator 2, and probably my favorite Predator in my collection, to go with my favorite alien. The Guardian Predator, who also just happens to be my favorite Predator, period, even though we never really got to see him do much. I just love his design. I love that mask. He's like the Celtic Predator, but simpler. And he came first, so I guess the Celtic Predator is more like him. But I think this scaling is great. You know, and it looks... They made him beefy, so it looks like a man could fit in a suit of this alien, you know what I mean? It's really nice. It's really nice. I love it so much. Well, that's it for size comparisons, and honestly, that's it for this review. It goes for about 25 bucks retail. I think that's a pretty good price for him. Honestly, if I would have paid like 30, I don't think I would have even been disappointed. Because this is like a really nice figure. I really love it. Once again, it's my favorite Xenomorph in my collection right now. And I have several. I have several Xenomorphs. Most of them are warriors. Or, that's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. But I know my Xenomorphs, people. Alien's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I read the comics. I love Xenomorphs. This is my favorite one in my collection. Definitely pick this up. You can get them from your local comic shop. You can get them online. You can get them at Books A Million. I got mine at Books A Million. Because my local comic shop doesn't get a lot of Alien and Predator stuff anymore. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. And I will see you all later.